Hey everybody, welcome back to Peachy Disc Golf. Today, I am up in my home state in Wisconsin. We're in Madison, Wisconsin at Nine Springs Disc Golf Course. It's a disc golf course on a golf course. And today, we are saving the world a little bit by playing with Discraft's new recycled ESP plastic. Let's see how these things fly. I'm up in my home state of Wisconsin. We're in Madison, Nine Springs Disc Golf Course, a full 18-hole disc golf course here on a regular ball golf course. But as you could tell in the surroundings here, it snowed. So apparently it was in like the 70s a few days ago, and then by the time I get here, naturally, it snowed. But no golfers out today, so we'll have the whole course to ourselves. But today we're testing out a new stack of discs that I'm really excited about trying. These are fully recycled ESP plastics from Discraft. So basically, I guess they took bad runs or off use of plastics from their ESP discs and they reused them. So all of these are made from like recycled ESP plastic. I got a stack of 5 discs here. I'm really looking forward to trying them out. Let's run through what we got. First off, we have one putter, the Challenger 2302 are the numbers. Haven't thrown a Challenger before. Looks like a nice beadless putter. Feels pretty good in the hand. Honestly, all of this ESP plastic recycled feels great. It feels just like normal ESP plastic. Nothing weird about it at all. I'm really excited to try these out. Next up, we got an approach disc, obviously, the Discraft Zone. Can't do a Discraft round without the Zone, so using that as our overstable approach. I have a Buzz. This isn't like super lightweight plastic though. This is like 159 grams. So I definitely did not realize that when I purchased it. We'll see how it goes. It might flip over a lot. I also have an understable Meteor here, another mid-range. So this one's max weight, 177 grams. That one will be okay. And then last up, one distance driver here, the Scorch, 11.6, -2.2. A disc that I've never thrown before as well. So the Challenger and the Scorch are both new to me. The other 3 I've thrown a good bit. So we're gonna play a little 9-hole challenge here, see how they fly, and I'll give you my thoughts at the end of this round. We're kicking off hole 1, 193 feet, par 3. Really like tight wooded shot off the bat, downhill, and there's a little creek running off to the right side. So got a tight little tunnel to hit. I'm gonna be trying the Challenger here. I've never thrown a Challenger before, so first time with this putter. Feels pretty good in the hand. Like I mentioned, the plastic feels amazing. It's a little deep for me, so I'm gonna go with the fan grip here probably. But oh my God. Oh, what the heck? Let's see how it goes. My hands are freezing already. That is perfect. Ooh, nice little glidey boy there. It didn't really seem like it had 2 fade. It's 2302. It didn't seem super overstable, which I guess I should have known because Discraft lists the Luna as having a stability of 3. Not really the truth in my opinion. We're gonna putt with the new Discraft Kratos. Into a headwind also a little bit. Oh, no, not into the creek. Oh, it stopped. We're good. Hole 2, 400 feet, par 3. Probably not making that, but I will now get a chance at least to use the distance driver we brought, the Scorch. You can see the basket sort of perched up on the hill, way in the distance. Creek sort of snaking along, so obviously ending on the left side is what we're gonna be shooting for, so trying out the Scorch, full power. Luckily the tee pads are nice dry concrete tee pads, so I'm able to have a good run up. And yeah, we'll give this a good rip. Hopefully it doesn't slip out of my freezing hands. Try to put a little anhyzer on this. Ooh, not bad. Way short, but easy approach, and that means we're gonna use the Zone next, I think. I didn't realize this when we were throwing off the tee. There's a bunker. That would have been hazard, so luckily we missed that. Basket perched up ahead, a little elevated. Going with the Zone here. This is probably my favorite looking disc of the group. I really like this, like, sort of, it reminds me of like the 4th of July, like popsicle colorway. It's not really like, I think they labeled this as like an American flag, but it's more of a pink than a red. I think it looks cool. That looks so good. We're a little short, but Hopefully I can make that putt, maybe 10 feet. I definitely thought this basket was on top of this green thing, so I was sort of aiming for the green thing. But the basket is past the green thing, so I'm like in circle 2 here. Unlikely to make this now. There's also this little tree sort of blocking my putt. Dang, a bogey. Ooh, oh, I thought that one was gonna make it. Hole 3, 330 feet, par 3. Another long hole. I think that's gonna be a theme here, especially since it's on a golf course. You can see the basket though. It's actually a really pretty hole. In between 2 big trees. Gotta go over the creek as well. So the shot for me would probably be the scorch, but I'm worried that this whole course is gonna be the scorch then, because it's all long holes. So we're gonna try out this really lightweight buzz. Just hope it gets over the creek, honestly. I have only thrown max weight buzzes. I do like the buzz a lot. Oh, I threw that way off to the right. Oh, that's got good stability still. Yeah. That is a really, like a jump putt actually, because we're so uphill. If I would have had that on line, we would have probably been right at the edge of the circle actually. Let's try real quick. I do want to bomb a scorch though. That looks great. Skip. Oh, the snow stopped by skip, but that's like a 15-foot putt there. So the buzz, you can see, circle 2. If I would have gotten this a little more online, maybe circle's edge, but scorch, solid. I actually really like that scorch so far. Well, yeah, at least I'm tapping that in. But let's see, how would I have done from the scorch here? This is a really good drive. It felt good. So I'm putting with, this is a Luna. I thought this was my other Kratos. Can I putt with the Luna? Still, this was my old putter back in the day. No, I cannot. Can I putt with the buzz? Nope, can't do that either. Hole 3, 246 feet, par 3. Basket, you can sort of see it. It's straight ahead in this grove of trees here. I could go with the buzz. I might actually do that still, but I'm gonna try out the Meteor on a little hyzer flip. Too much hyzer? Wow, that's very stable. That was not a good throw. Let's do the buzz. And I'm probably gonna play from the buzz because I am too lazy to throw from there. So let's get this one close then. I got a little drift out of it. Oh, and into a tree. Don't roll into the creek. I cannot be bothered to go throw from my Meteor. I actually don't know why I thought I needed to put that much hyzer on it. I've thrown the Meteor in the past and I always find it just to be a nice straight, just slightly understable mid-range. I definitely was thinking it was super understable. The buzz, I realized what it was is as I was walking up, there's a headwind and I did not notice that off the tee, but walking in, you could feel it blowing. So that's probably why I got a little drift, which is actually very impressive then because it didn't flip over and burn out. So even though it's a lightweight buzz, we were able to get a decent amount of stability even into a light headwind here. So that's pretty impressive. Now, if this was like a ripping headwind, this lightweight disc would have been a roller. But you can see the basket elevated up in the trees here. Just go with a little challenger approach, little turnover. Ooh, that might be too stable, too turned over. I think we're okay. Challenger approach, very solid. I really like the Challenger so far. Seems like a nice neutral putter. Pretty comfortable in the hand. Like I said, just a hair deep. Ale Asylum sticker, pretty cool. But yeah, I like the flight of the Challenger. I definitely, again, I see 2302 and I think it's gonna be super overstable, but it does seem like just a nice neutral putter. Hole 5, 312 feet. This looks like it's further than 312 feet. Basically, we wanna go straight ahead. If you have a power forehand, you can aim for this like to the left of that tree at the end there and let it bend to the right. We're sort of going up. You can barely see a little building through the trees there. Up that way is the basket, so it's uphill. I'm actually gonna go for this little gap over the creek. So if we can make that, that'll be sick. But if we end to the left, that will be also okay because at least we'll be safe. I just don't wanna go in the creek. That will be annoying. I'm going with the scorch for that. No, why is it rising so much? Oh, dang, that's not good. Okay, unfortunately the scorch just kept rising, but it was gonna be a bad shot regardless, I'm pretty sure. But we actually have a line to the basket. You can see I have a little narrow gap that I can shoot with the zone here. If I could just get it up the hill enough, I might need to put a little bit of flex on it. Oh my, that was so good. Dang it, I really thought I had it there. I'm gonna try the Challenger also on a little hyzer. Yeah, the Challenger, that's a great putt, or a great little throw there. I'm really liking this Challenger. I think I want to throw the zone again. Okay, straddle putt. Challenger approach, really solid. Got like a 10-foot putt. It is uphill, but I think I can get this also. Oh, just barely. Oof. Well, I almost slipped and died there. The snow is definitely getting in my head a little bit. Even off the tee, I'm a little hesitant, so I'm not throwing quite full power, but we're still making shots, sort of. We're 2 over, not amazing. But also, of course, I've never played before. Hole 6, 345 feet, par 3. Really cool looking hole here though. We got a Mando on this first tree to the left, so we need to pipe it down this little narrow gap here. I think this is actually a really cool design for such an open course, because you can see like, there's nothing else here. It's for regular ball golf again. But straight ahead, we're going to the basket that's elevated inside of a tree. Got some geese to the left that we don't want to hit, but we might give them a little scare. It depends on how much skip we get, because I'm gonna go with the scorch. Just throwing it as hard as I can. This tee pad looks pretty dry, and the grass around is pretty dry, so I think I might be able to get a good release here if it doesn't slip out of my hands, which are starting to warm up a little bit, but they're still pretty chilly. Well, I put a lot of anhyzer on that. Did that come down? Scorch actually made it up pretty good. We're at the last set of trees here. Basket for me is sort of blocked off, like there's a low ceiling here to the basket, but I have an angle out to the right side, so we're going with the zone. All right, we got the distance right that time. Tap in. Look how cool this basket is though, in the tree, and then they give you a little stump to step on. So Flora, you'll be able to get your disc still. Yeah, look at this. Really cool. Cool basket. Dangerous in the snow. Oh yeah. Got him, no problem. Cool hole here, hole 7, 312 feet, par 3. Got a little bit of water carry here. Doesn't look too long. Basket is way past it. We got a little bit of right to left wind off of the lake here. Going with the scorch again. Like I said, I figured the scorch was gonna be the most used disc here. Pretty nice. Chip approach from there, no problem. There's this tree off on the right, this little one, where I would want to throw my my backhand. I think I might have to go with the forehand then. We're gonna do that with this zone. Oh God. Well, I'm in the tree, but I think we can make that putt. No problem. Well, we're off in the woods here, hole 8, par 3, 216 feet. The basket, I don't know how well you can see it on the camera here, but it's off to the left. So it's blocked by a bunch of trees. Look at this line though from the tee pad here. We could either go sort of more direct down the left side. I'm gonna do that with the Meteor. I think that's my best chance of getting a birdie if I make it through, which is a tall order. But then there's this right gap, way easier to hit. It's a lot more open, but I could throw the zone there, but I'm afraid that it's just not gonna swing far enough left. So if I really wanna get a birdie, I have to make it through this really narrow straight ahead gap. So I'm gonna go with the Meteor. I am gonna still throw the zone down the right side just for fun. Maybe even the buzz down the middle. It's a short little hole, so we can actually test out the mids and the approach discs. So here we go with the Meteor. That looks good. Skip. Oh my God, no skip. Let's try the zone down the right side. Ooh, that's short. But yeah, jump putt from there. We have my favorite thing in the world, an aesthetic putt. Oh no. Easy par. Let me try again though. I gotta try it from like a stagger stance, I think. Get a little more leg power into it. That was close. That was a much better attempt. Last hole of the challenge here, hole 9, 288 feet, par 3. Basket is straight ahead. We got a little narrow gap to make it through first. And I can see a bridge indicating, well, I can also see the creek. There's a creek that we're throwing over. I wanted to throw the buzz, but then I saw the creek and I was like, I think the buzz is going into the water. So we're gonna go with the scorch. And depending on where this lands, I might still throw the buzz for fun. See if we can get it down. If we end to the left, that'll be fine. That's gonna be okay. It's gonna be safe off on the left. Yeah. I'm gonna throw the buzz. This is going in the water. Ooh, nice glidey buzz there. Cleared the water, no problem. That's pretty solid. Let's try the meteor actually also then. Ooh, there's a little rightward motion out of it. Also safe. Off to the right this time. Had a pretty good throw with the scorch here. Maybe 50 feet, 60 feet to the basket. So going with the challenger one last time. Perfect. Tap in for par. Nice. Little round here. No birdies, unfortunately. Kind of sad, but you know, it's kind of tough to like fully commit to your throws here in the snow. But let me give you my final thoughts though on these recycled ESP discs. Okay, it is another cold day here in Wisconsin, but I thought I would give you my final thoughts on this little stack of Discraft recycled ESP discs. I'll briefly go over what I think of like the flights of the discs, but for the most part, that's actually not the point of this video really. I think the biggest takeaway from this is that it's really cool seeing the movement that's happening in disc golf right now and trying to make the sport a little more sustainable. I know that's the mission statement for like Trash Panda, and I really think that they had a big part in sort of sparking this movement with how much work they've been doing with their own discs, and also Jesse's videos on YouTube just popping off, going crazy. It's really cool seeing a big push to making disc golf a little more sustainable, like Discraft here using their ESP plastics, obviously Trash Panda using fully recycled plastics, and another company that I just heard of, Ocean Discs, they're making discs out of ocean waste plastic, which is another cool step. So really excited for the future of disc golf, seeing what happens. Now with these Discraft discs specifically, because it's just recycled ESP plastic from their own process stream, I imagine, it feels like these fly remarkably similar to just a normal ESP plastic. It feels great in the hand. The plastic feels amazing. It seems like with, at least with the discs that I have tried, that they fly exactly the same. I didn't notice I didn't notice this being more understable. It just felt like I was throwing a normal zone. So that is, I think, the biggest takeaway with this video is definitely don't hesitate to pick up one of these recycled ESP plastic discs, because I'm pretty sure that they fly remarkably similar to their standard ESP counterparts. Like for example, I haven't tried out a Challenger before. I really enjoyed the flight of this disc, nice and straight, a little bit of fade at the end. And I feel like I don't need to go out and buy just a normal ESP Challenger to see if there's any difference. I actually believe that this disc is going to be nearly identical to what a standard ESP Challenger would be. Same thing goes for the Scorch, another disc that I hadn't used in the past. Honestly, I really enjoyed throwing the Scorch. I've noticed here in the cold, I'm just not throwing quite as well. I'm obviously a little more bundled up than normal. My hands are freezing, so discs are slipping out a little bit. I actually really want to try this disc back at home because I think I could get some really good distance out of it. With 11.6, -2.2, that number is sort of like right up my alley as far as where I cap out at distance drivers. I usually use like a wave, which is like 11.5, -2.52. So I really do want to give this another shot back at home. But Scorch, really cool disc. And then, like I said, with the 3 discs that I tried, they flew remarkably similar to what I was used to throwing back with just my normal ESP versions. But overall, I'm just really excited to see the future of disc golf with this big push towards sustainability. Awesome to see, really excited. Let me know though down in the comments, are you guys planning on trying out any of these recycled ESP discs, or Do you know any other sustainable movements in disc golf that you're looking forward to? Let me know down in the comments. That is going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't, I would greatly appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. If you enjoyed watching this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and ring that notification bell so you can be notified when our next episode comes out. Until next time, guys, cheers.